Hello, Earthlings and
Let's get
more
this bitch
people
rolling,
alike.
literally
Welcome to
and
the Heavy Room
figuratively.
podcast
And
with Connor McFarlane and Heavvyeyes.
throw the mix around.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
How you doing?
How's it going?
So, it's been a while.
It has been quite a while, man. I was actually looking at the podcast that we did last, and I think it was September. So it is now midway through October. It's been about half a month, maybe a month.
Maybe around a full month. Yeah,
Something like that.
I don't know. New job, new
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, we no longer work together at the real life version of Clerks. So
It really was.
it was exactly that,
It
man.
was really a real life thing of Clerks.
It was exactly like showing up to work and just fucking the dog, and it felt like a
Fuck that
movie.
dog good.
It literally felt like a movie sometimes. Like it was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
I still work there, so it still kind of feels like a movie. But it's like when they do like Clerks 1, then they would do like a Clerks 1.5. That's what the movie is right now.
was there a Clerks 1.5?
No, but that's like what this would be right now.
Oh.
It's like my own movie, but
That's
it's not as
segue.
good, because it's like it's in the middle. It's only like an hour-long movie. It's
Oh
kinda
wait,
shitty.
so basically, it's like your branch off of you trying to be your own independent.
Exactly, and it's crashing and burning, and it sucks.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because you don't have that comedic duo anymore. Like you're the one trying to be the standalone comic, and it's just not the same.
Exactly.
You get occasional laughs,
I'm
but the
s-
shock laughs that I brought to the table just aren't the same.
Right? I'm Silent Bob without Jay right now.
Yeah, it's like because I mean, like you can make jokes, but they're jokes, and then there's me who would roll in, and I'm just all like, "Yo, you ever knuckle bust a cat's asshole?" And everyone's just like, "What the fuck?" So
Yeah,
shit
the
like
question
that.
never gets answered too, which is a
It
fucking tragedy.
never does get answered.
I really wanted to know,
I can't say I haven't.
especially if
I've never knuckle busted a cat's asshole.
I want to know if Laura has.
You can't put that on here.
She's never gonna hear this. I'm just kidding. Allegedly, I want to know. It's okay. Well, anyways, for anyone that wouldn't know at this point, my name's Connor, and I'm here with Chris. Otherwise, Heavvyeyes and No Show Scarecrow. Keeping it real.
Okay, so
Keeping
maybe
it
we should
too
start
real.
over.
Why? No, it's fine.
You can't.
I can do whatever I want. This is my show. Welcome.
Yeah, but I want to fucking put it up on my channel too.
Mm.
That's fine. I can always edit it myself.
Yeah, no, you can do. Yeah, you can do like the iTunes version of the Heavy Room. You know. Heavy Room. You gotta make a fucking song for this thing.
Okay, fine. Well, that was your intro.
Yeah, all right, fine.
that was weird.
What? Anyways,
You just can't drop names.
what first name basis? You don't do that on the internet.
You
Yes.
can. I mean, it just depends on the context
Okay, then
and contents.
what would we do for yours? This is No Show.
No,
and
that's
Heavvyeyes.
totally fine. I mean,
and
well,
Heavy.
yeah. Because I mean, I'm openly willing. Yeah, it's my understanding. It's like something like that can maybe lead to awkward situations later on, right? They hear that and they're like, "What? I didn't want to be mentioned" or something, right? Like, or for example,
You don't want to be mentioned?
no. I'm saying her may
Oh,
not be.
we're past that.
Okay.
Person who should remain nameless. We're past that.
Okay.
It's okay. We can move on from that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm curious as to. I mean, we haven't seen each other in a while, so
It's been a while.
it wish that had been an intro. So I mean, I haven't seen it in a long ass time and stuff. I was curious if you have any like new things that you want to talk to me about, or if you've discovered anything cool that you want to discuss, anything really fucking trippy and shit.
Always. I always like to bring trippy shit to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really come across anything. Okay, actually, no. Here's one thing that you may or may not know.
All right.
They found water on Mars.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's a legitimate thing now.
I'll pull up a photo of that I saw.
Mars now has water. I mean, well, it always has, but now we've actually discovered it.
Is it under the surface? Is it on the surface?
No, I think it's on the poles
Yes.
where there's like ice and stuff. So I think it's, if I remember the article, I think it's something to do with the seasonal changes. So in warmer climates, there's water, and then during equinoxes for them and stuff like that.
They're kind of similar to what's happening on Earth.
Yeah. So
With
like,
the
during the winter you have a lot
temperature.
more snow and everything's frozen,
Yeah.
whereas during the summer and spring and stuff everything's a lot more, liquidy.
Science with no show. Drop some knowledge.
Yeah, no, really. But no, the river by my place is so low nowadays. Like you can see to the bottom, and I mean it's a pretty nasty ass fucking river. Like I'm talking like there might as well be some dead bodies in there, which there could very well be at this point. And
There probably is at least one.
yeah, got to be at least one.
Right.
And like you can see to the bottom because it's so shallow now. Like it's got to be like a foot and a half, if that, of water. It used to be 3 feet. Like half of it's gone. But this is how
Finding
it works.
water on NASA. Yeah.
So NASA drops a bucket of water, and it's RuneScape.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yeah.
He's bucket of water empty. Ridiculous.
That's what they found a single bucket of water.
A single
on
bucket of water. Yeah.
Mars. Yep. There you go. Proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give or take. No, I think it was up in the poles area of it. But
yeah, I mean, there's some interesting things going on in space, but I mean, aside from space, I honestly have not paid too much attention to that.
how do you not pay attention to space? It's so vast and wide.
I've just been busy with, like fucking regular
Fucking.
fucking, everyday fucking. Not really,
Weird.
but, I've just been busy with bullshit mostly. To be honest, just a lot of bullshit. Just making art and procrastinating on podcasts. So that's why there's such a gap between the last one and this one. And,
Yeah. The procrastinating. I've been fucking busy.
Yeah. No, I've only been procrastinating parts of my life. Other things have been taken over. And, sometimes it's hard to find a balance between, especially if you have several fucking hobbies that you like to, get really involved with. It's hard to sometimes balance those, especially when they're very time consuming. So, like art, right?
Yeah.
It's an easy one to fucking lose yourself in. Music, same thing. Even podcasting, just the editing. You just sit there forever and listen to my stupid voice over and over and over and just be like, okay.
Editing is a bitch. It's fun, but it's a fucking bitch. Like,
Yeah, it's fun, but, your eyes take a toll. Your ears take a toll from hearing your voice over and over.
They're gonna be shattered in the next couple of years, guaranteed.
I'm telling you,
but,
man, get glasses now
I don't need
before it's too late.
Mars, come over. NASA, you're 33.9 million miles away. Mars, I'm wet. NASA, I'm coming over.
These fucking memes. Yeah, I mean, Mars is pretty trippy, man. But honestly, I'm more concerned with Earth things.
Earth is doomed.
Earth is fucking doomed.
It's fucking doomed. There's no hope. There's no going back. Basically, it's just gonna be the fucking desert wasteland. It'll end up with fucking the disease known as people.
So is the Earth gonna end up like Fallout or Rust or 1983 or
I think
Star Wars?
it's gonna look a little bit more rusty.
Yeah.
Rust-like.
Everything's just fucked and just dirty and mutant,
Yeah,
mutant
well, I mean,
midget things
like,
just fucking people.
supposedly the magnetic field around the Earth is diminishing. So
That's great.
yeah, and the poles are shifting, which happens. It's happened, in the past apparently. But with the magnetic field diminishing, a lot more of the radiation from the Earth or from the sun, is hitting the Earth, which is just basically fucking everything up and warming things up and causing a lot of magnetical interference, which could also lead to why fucking bees are dying left and right. I mean, without bees, there's no pollination, which we lose plants, which means our fucking planet becomes desert.
We lose plants, but do we lose trees? Maybe some.
Well, crops
Something.
would be a big one that goes.
Yeah. That's like, is that the sole way of just running shit? Is like we relied on bees the entire time? Like, you gotta think maybe there's gonna be some kind of alternative. Robot bees? Robo-bees?
I heard that scientists were working on it, like, robotic bees that can pollinize.
I fucking hope so.
Well, that would have to be what it would be, right? I mean, we'd have to rely on machines, where we kind of enter this um, segue from organic, creatures and way of life to mechanical. I mean, even in science fiction and everything, it seems like everything goes very mechanical and machine-like.
Deus Ex. Deus Ex.
Yeah, Deus Ex, for example, where even now we're working on similar things where we have like robotic limbs that are being synced up with your neurosystem in
I'm so
order
stoked to see these things when they go down.
and to work as regular limbs would, with the brain, because the brain's a machine itself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's interesting that people run on, like all this magnetic pulse and everything, and that technology is kind of catering to already organic matter. So it's kind of weird that works out that way. Like we're getting robotic limbs, but our body runs on currents and stuff already, right? It's just strange that it's almost like it's meant to mesh,
Yeah.
Deus Ex is the future. Like everyone's gonna smoke, and everyone's gonna have like robo arms or robo legs.
Yeah.
And one guy's gonna talk like this all the time. And he's gonna not ask for things.
Yeah, he's just gonna fucking take, and if you say something, you're just gonna be like,
I didn't ask for this.
He's gonna have
constantly.
He's gonna have a heart of gold. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of smoking, it's funny. So obviously, I now have a new job. I no longer work the retail environment that I used to. I now moved on to a factory. I make hockey sticks, which I think has to be the most Canadian thing anybody could ever do. But it's weird because I kind of noticed like an age gap, if you will. All the young people, like around our age, young adults,
Yeah.
very few of them smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But all the older guys, every single one of them, they all smoke. Everyone.
Yeah, I mean it's like baby boomer age or like a bit younger.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever.
Actually,
Yeah.
okay, so I thought this was cool. The guy who trained me, I don't know what it is about him. I think he's either Newfie or Irish, but I'm pretty sure he's Newfie.
Okay.
And he's really chilling. He's really relaxed. He's got to be fucking close to 50 or something like that. But I shit you not, he's got the most Walter White looking vibe about him ever.
Oh fuck.
Like if he fucking put on that crazy looking hat and just, he would be Heisenberg or something. I don't know. He has that Heisenberg look, and I think it's the greatest fucking thing ever.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So you work for Mr. White.
I work for Mr. White, yeah. I might as well. I don't know what his last name is, but he's funny. He swears a lot, which is cool. So there's this glue and this adhesive, which is fucking trippy, man. Goddamn science. An adhesive spray that you put on this glue, and it'll instantly solidify. And it fucking bubbles up, and it's all smoky and shit, and you're like,
yeah, man.
Fucking science. But
Reactions
on the bottle, it says such and such, don't fucking touch.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so funny. But
speaking of science, I saw what happens to a cell phone battery today.
yeah, if you
take
stab it
hammer
with a
to
knife.
Oh, I saw someone take a sledgehammer to it. It fucking exploded.
Oh, did it
It
explode?
just burst into flames and launched off like a...
Oh, fuck.
It looked
Okay,
like it
I haven't
was in
seen
a
the sledgehammer
microwave.
one. I saw the knife if you burn it. I think the mercury, when it contacts the air, or the whatever the fuck is in the battery life, it'll light up and fucking just turn to fire and just crazy combustive with the oxygen.
Science, man. It's
Crazy.
inexplainable.
And everything's fucking science.
Science!
Science rules. Bell, 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 bell.
I just jumps through a fucking wall. Just like, what's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah. Y'all got that sticky icky? Let's fucking burn it up and do science, motherfucker.
Don't
Yo,
lie,
I hope
man.
those kids were all high as fuck when they were doing science experiments. Because, like,
At least one of them was.
god damn, they had to have been, man. How... It should be, like, just an open door in school to get high and do science. Because who
Should
is
be.
not going to be over the fucking moon invested with like doing chemical reactions if you're fucking not high? Like, dude, you're gonna trip your fucking balls. You take one liquid and another liquid and you combine them and this whole fucking different reaction happens. You're gonna be like, whoa, fuck.
Well, dude, you pretty much are hitting the nail on the head for why Breaking Bad was so logical, right? You take a science teacher and
Yeah.
make him make drugs, like hardcore street drugs. Like, it's going to be the best quality ones you'll ever get.
Yeah.
It's going to just make the most sense. So, hence
Mhm.
Heisenberg, man. So I think I'm going to have to take a complimentary toke
Okay. Go for it.
in recognition of Heisenberg.
Okay.
So man, tell me, how has the PC been going? as most people should know. No
Oh,
Show
okay, all right,
Scarecrow.
yeah. So,
is a gamer.
I just recently built my first gaming PC for my streaming channel. Uh, Twitch.tv/ No Show Scarecrow.
Holla!
And well, so the PC works obviously, which is nice. So that was my biggest thing. I have to say it was almost performing surgery, trying to put that shit together and not fuck everything up or statically fry anything.
I can imagine, man.
You know, like, you know, spending a couple grand on a fucking PC, you know, is like that's a car. You know what I mean? So it was pretty nerve wracking and shit, and putting that stuff together and everything, and you know, it was definitely crazy. But it turns on and it works and everything's installed. I've been playing games on it and they look fucking phenomenal and whatnot. So it's been pretty cool.
It's wicked to hear.
Yeah, so for the most part, everything's going well. There's this part of me every time that when I press the on button, I'm like, please turn on,
Yeah.
you know, so that nothing goes wrong. But
I guess you'd get that with something super expensive
Yeah.
that you just put all this money into and
Yeah.
kind of built yourself. You
There's-
definitely want to.
there's a part of me that isn't super materialistic where it's like, oh, if something fucks up, I'll just buy more. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if it fucks up, okay, fine, I save up, I go again. Not that big a deal,
That makes sense, yeah.
which I don't know if that's good or bad. And
That's-
then,
well, the thing with computers too, man. Like even in 2 years from now, you're gonna have to do that regardless, right?
well, I
mean,
tried to
degree.
spend a little extra on parts that I wouldn't have to replace when new stuff comes out. You know, the graphics
as
card.
soon, right? Like 10 years from now, though. Like
10 years from now is a whole different ball game.
yeah.
You know, like everything's different. But I mean, for the right now, the next couple of years, that shit'll run fine. I mean, I can't imagine there'll be like super crazy graphical advancements within PC graphics that you're gonna need higher end graphics cards.
they're already
um,
pretty much up there. I mean,
Yeah, like the biggest thing would be
Some
like
stuff is
map
crazy.
size with rendering distance and stuff like that was where your graphics card will generally really,
Yeah.
you know, start to plug and chug.
I got
But,
I got the PC specs for Fallout
Mm.
4 for all the fucking PC master
4?
elitists.
Sweet.
Out there. Yeah.
That'll be exciting. But
Yeah.
yeah, so other than that, everything's good on that. I was the other day at work. I was doing a lot of thinking
Naturally.
about working a factory job. You get some time to think.
Yeah.
But well, okay, so working at the retail place, the boss that I had, they were fucking a cunt. Didn't like them. They were very bigot and you know, just rude. Which
She's
you
a
know,
sweet lady.
which is understandable. You know, people are like that. There's nothing you can do about that.
Dude, some people just get down on life, right?
Yeah.
Like her whole persona is like being wronged. Like she's been wronged her whole life.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like
So she always has to be
everything-
right now.
Everything that comes out of her is like someone's done this to me or someone's
Yeah.
fucked up my something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wasn't happy. A little stressful. And then you know, I left for something else. And I gotta say, like, it's been like super relaxing, and whatnot. So I'll look at that after. But yeah, so the new place is good. It's rethinking and it's fine. But I've been really still overly stressed with streaming
Yeah.
and YouTube and stuff like that. And I mean, one, I think it had to do with the time change from having to like basically waking up at noon to go to work to waking up at like crack of dawn now.
Well, yeah, it definitely shifts focus on your hustle, man.
Yeah, and so everything was new and different. So I was kind of overwhelmed with that at first, but for the most part, you know, I was getting really overstressed with the whole streaming and whatnot. So I took some time while I was like making some sticks and was really thinking about it, and it was just like, this is a hobby.
Hey,
This isn't a life,
hey,
and it's like
making the sticks.
yeah, making the sticks, eh?
Yeah.
And I was very focused on basing my life around this hobby. So everything I did and all the decisions I make were going to correspond with this, as if it was the end all beat all. And
Which is a fucking horrible way to think.
yeah, and that's why I was overstressed about it, because it was like everything was so focused on that, and then I was thinking it was like, this is a hobby. The hobby should be based around my life, not the other way around. And you know, so I found some inner peace and was just like, you know, hey, I'm gonna divide the time. The other thing was like a lot of my viewership has just gone to the toilet with school being back in and whatnot. That it's just nobody really shows up to hang out anymore, and I get that because that happens. You know, I'm not uber popular. I'm not that well known. You know, so it happens. But I try not to worry about it because I have good days. I got bad days. But it has been a little bit of a downer just because it was like I like hanging out and talking with them, right?
Yeah.
It's cool when you got people to talk to while you're playing games and they're having fun and they're laughing with you and you're making jokes and people are being entertained by it and they're enjoying it. So when there's not many heads there, you're just kind of like, man, this kind of sucks.
I guess a lot of your demographic is like high school aged kids.
Yeah, I would say anywhere
College?
from like preteen to
Uh,
like young adult would pretty
Yeah.
be much the cap off because a lot of times people get to our age and they don't really have the time for this or they
Which is interesting, just looking at like the popular streamers on YouTube and stuff like PewDiePie
Mhm.
and Nanners and all these people. What are their age? They're closer to 30 usually, right?
yeah.
As entertainers, like Diction's probably like 30, right?
Yeah, he's older. Yeah,
Looks like he's 30. Just guessing. But I don't know. I guess it would be interesting if you could see the demographic
hmm
statistically through Twitch. Like,
I think
is there
you
any way
can.
that
I think you can see
yeah.
your statistics or something.
see like your most common viewers
Mhm.
and your most common view times? Like if that isn't through the site, there should be some kind of third party that sets that up for you.
I would imagine so. I know there's analytics on YouTube and stuff,
Yeah.
but speaking of which, with
You can get
YouTube,
caught up in
I
the numbers, man.
yeah, well, yeah, you can, and you should to a degree.
I guess, but
Well, I mean, if it's trying to be a business, you need to understand numbers, right?
yeah, but at the same time, like you shouldn't.
Not
Like
to
I
the point where
notice,
it controls everything.
well, I noticed I watched the PewDiePie vlog, which those are actually entertaining. I ended up watching like all of them.
Yeah, they were
I
good.
thought they were really good, and he was showing like his analytics for YouTube, and that they were going down consistently, and then eventually they were going up. But he kept talking about how easy it was to get obsessed with the fact
Yeah.
that his views were going down, even though they're in the billions. So, I mean, it's really easy to get caught up with that shit, man. Whereas,
That shit I don't worry about because the YouTube is new.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing that I was thinking was it was like instead of just trying to stream every day, I'm going to change up my schedule. Stream on the weekends, most weekend nights, but
Yeah.
during the day work on YouTube and videos and editing because I really have fun with it. And branching off into more of the YouTube vibe, even though the competition is astronomical.
Yeah, but also like the playing field is almost more level with YouTube.
Yeah.
Because it's such a larger, more broad
hmm
spectrum of what you can do, whereas Twitch is until recently, it's pretty much just games, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, and like that's true.
I
It
mean,
was
even
like,
even this, for example, if this ends up on YouTube, right? That's
yeah,
another
that's a whole other
thing that
thing.
wouldn't necessarily work with Twitch, I guess.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, and there's a lot of other video ideas that I can do and stuff. Like I was thinking, with YouTube being the way it is, like I wanted to do a graph video where if once I get a camera, I just go
fuck
out
yeah.
and
Yeah, I
paint.
have video of you doing graphs.
Yeah,
so-
and
Oops,
somebody fucked up.
Butterfingers. We're good. We're back in business.
Um. Anyway, I don't know what we lost or what was cut off, but to do a graph video,
We were just talking about graph.
I could do a
videos.
graph video and post that up and stuff, and like the vlogs and the podcasting and whatever else. I don't know. Video ideas are difficult though. Got to say with that one.
They are, but we're always fucking talking about scripts that we're making, and we're always like just making up these fucking ridiculous stories about things.
Yeah.
We should just put some of this to film. Maybe not everything.
Yeah.
Some of it's pretty fucked up, and I
Like,
mean,
yeah.
people probably wouldn't want to act in some of the things we would write.
Well, Matt had the
Quite
same
frankly.
idea. He was like, "Fuck yeah, if you record that, like doing live, you know, ADS, FPS, fucking, paintballing, and
Oh,
stuff."
like gaming.
Yeah,
Like real
but-
life.
yeah.
First person.
Yeah,
Wear the chesty.
yeah, or the chesty and stuff like that,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
No.
That would be really cool.
hmm
You should definitely look into doing that kind of stuff. You could always get like a bunch of GoPros too or something.
Yeah,
And fucking, there's so much you can do with like these kind of action cameras and even just webcams and whatever. But man, the GoPro will switch up your YouTube shit pretty interestingly. for
yeah.
sure.
Well, I mean, like, I wanted to
Insane.
go get a camera so I could do a fucking room tour vlog and a PC setup and
Yeah.
whatnot. But I know you said I could borrow your GoPro, so I just wasn't too sure how the audio quality was.
Oh, it's fucking pretty good, man. I mean, you can hook up an external mic to it, which is kind of what I wanted to do with that little podcast mic that I have,
Oh,
the
okay.
iCast one, and that would increase the audio quite a bit. So I mean, there's definitely that. If you just like Google stuff about
Yeah.
GoPros, there's a lot of tweaks you can do to kind of make it similar to a real camera,
All
like
right.
a DSLR.
Maybe I'll
More
see
so.
how it goes. How do you can get the footage on via USB, right?
Everything is digital on there, man.
Okay,
And that one's got like I think I put a 32 gig card in there, and then I think it's got like 16 gigs internal.
Okay, cool. Because I had to remove my SD and put on my PC in order to have enough USB slots on the motherboard,
Oh,
so it doesn't have an SD card anymore.
oh,
So I need to know if I can get it on.
yeah. Yeah, man. All you have to do is plug that in. My Mac's got a built-in card reader, and then transfer. Boop.
Cool.
Down like dinner.
All right, I'll figure it out after. But yeah,
joys
that's the
of
other thing I wanted
GoPro.
to do. Oh, another video idea and stuff. I did Drunken Worms last night.
Yeah. So just drunk game
Yeah,
footage.
I just got fucking
Did you
slaughtered.
record?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see how they go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the third one might be the better one. The first one, somebody came in TeamSpeak midway through, so that kind of throwed it off a bit. They ended up hanging out afterward and staying gaming with us, so that was cool. But yeah,
So doing gaming with PC and stuff, it's pretty much just like a party in a sense,
Yeah.
right? Like you pretty much like you're getting drunk, you're playing games with presumably
yeah.
Matt,
I mean,
and
you
then
could do the
like,
same thing with console, but the console setup is a little different. Microphone consoles are a bitch.
yeah, definitely. I guess PC seems a lot more like streamlined. Like if you're gonna do this,
Yeah.
it's easy to do this, right?
Yeah, definitely a lot easier. So, yep. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But
Yeah, that's all right, man.
I'll look at my footage later.
So are you mostly just playing PC games then, or are you gonna still do stuff on console?
I'll still
or
do stuff on
mostly
console, like for example,
exclusives?
Uncharted 4 and stuff, and the Uncharted collection's only on console. I think there's some other games too that are console only. The Last Guardian and the that one game with the Robo Dinosaurs.
I believe it's called Robo Dinosaur 3D.
No,
It's
I can't.
new
I
hot
never
title.
remember its name, even though it's like one of the topper ones that I want to fucking get. But I don't know.
RobotDinosaur3D.com.
Yeah, I don't know. I did see though that they have Far Cry Primal coming out.
Yeah, so I sent you a screenshot
Yeah.
of that. Guess who's doing the voice of the main character in
Not a
that?
clue.
Elias Defexis, Adam Jensen.
Guy from Deus Ex.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so that's cool. He's working with Ubisoft now.
Which
Which,
wouldn't make Deus Ex seemed like such a Ubisoft kind of game.
Yeah, it really does, but it's Square Enix or whatever. Which is
Square Enix.
Square Enix, whatever.
Whatevs.
Yeah, they're like the Asian version of Ubisoft, I kind of feel. But they never really had games that were like Assassin's Creed style or anything
Square
like
Enix
that.
did all the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, they did all the Final Fantasy, so they got all more like an anime base almost. Whereas you look at Deus Ex, it's kind of got that almost.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, the
future-y
AC
anime
vibe, which is
look,
again
little
Syndicate's another one that I might get on console.
Syndicate.
Yeah, Assassin's
Uh,
Creed Syndicate, which
oh, yeah,
comes
yeah.
out in like fucking 5 days.
Really? That soon?
It comes out on the 23rd or 28th.
Ooh, that's awesome. I've actually been looking at that. It looks
Maybe
really
it's I don't know. Yeah, so that one comes out in a few days, like a couple of weeks. So
cool. Horizon Zero Dawn. Is
That's
what
it.
That robot.
yeah, that's that
dinosaur 3D game.
giant robot dinosaur 3D thing.
That one looks fucking cool.
hmm
Definitely.
So it's weird though because it's like now that I'm thinking about it, right? The games seem to be taking that primitive vibe now, where it's like we're almost going back in time, right? You had Ark, which just came out, which is another one I've been playing on PC a lot of.
Yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't know anything about it. So maybe inform me a little bit. 'cause
Okay, so Ark,
don't know.
basically you're thrown into an island. It's a survival MMO. So you RPG. You fucking spawn in on this island, and it's open beta or not open beta. But it is in beta.
Okay.
Um,
So it's pretty fresh.
yeah, so it's early access. Sorry, is what I meant.
Cool.
And you just spawn in this island, and you can basically fight dinosaurs or tame them as you level up. You can get saddles and try and tame them and stuff, and you can ride them around.
That's quite a theme lately. Dinosaurs.
Yeah, and then you can build
yeah.
forts and other weapons, and
back
you
in
can
time.
like you start off with like primitive clothing. You can get up and get guns and stuff like that, and
Nice, nice.
cool things like that. And then build steel bases and shit like that. And I don't know. I mean, like being early access, I don't know what else they're gonna add in, but they're consistently updating, which is nice.
So
Other
is
than
it almost like Civilization in
uh,
a way?
no, because
No.
it's first person and
Oh,
stuff.
it's first person?
Yeah,
Oh shit, that's cool.
yeah. So
That's really cool.
the game Rust, for example,
Yeah.
uh, it would be like that with dinosaurs. I would say.
Shit.
Yeah. So it's fun. I like it. I mean, I highly enjoy it. And then that was one that I was playing. But then they got the Zero Dawn game, and then there's the new Far Cry. So
Yeah, new Far Cry, Deus Ex in February of 2016,
cool.
and Fallout 4 in like fucking 26 days or something
You gotta
stupid.
count it down by day.
I don't think it's that many, but
What is it? November 11th.
yeah, I believe so.
And today's the 10th.
Today is, yeah, so it's about what, 31
That's a
days?
month. A month away.
30 days? Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's crazy.
Yup.
That's I don't know. It doesn't really set in. It sounds so fucking like to say about a video game, but I don't know. For one that's been so hyped and like we've speculated about over the years, and then it's finally
It could
actually
flop, bro.
happening.
You never know. It could be a total piece of shit.
Yeah, it could be a total piece of shit.
Graphics
But
look nice.
what?
The graphics look nice.
Yeah,
And
so
I would
some
imagine the
people-
story's got to be good. The
Right.
story's probably got to be good, but the leveling system is weird now. I'm not too sure about
I don't
that
even
one.
I don't even care. I feel like it's gonna like grow on you. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's especially with what Bethesda was able to do with like Dishonored and um shit, what was that other game that
Skyrim?
person that they put out? Well, Skyrim as well, but I feel like there was something else that they're working on.
Doom?
Also Doom, yeah, I guess. I don't know, just with the way that all these games are,
Battle Cry?
maybe. I don't know. I digress.
Yeah.
But like the process of like looking at Fallout 3 and then looking at how far they've come with everything that they've done, new engines and everything. I think it's gonna really tweak the Fallout universe, and I think we're gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna have the same effect that Fallout 3 had. Which for fanboys of a game like that, you're just gonna be like, dude, yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's gonna have the same effect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 30 days we find out, like a 30-day challenge.
Yeah, 30
I haven't
fucking
pre-ordered
days
it yet.
till, the end of times, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, the world could just end like Fallout planned it with a mass extinction.
Yeah,
Kinda
the day before release, China nukes America.
You never know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Canada gets annexed.
That would be a month later.
Yeah.
In
We're just fucked.
retaliation, yeah. China moves into Anchorage in Alaska and takes over the oil fields.
It could very well happen.
Yup. With Russia backing them.
Fuck yeah.
And that's it. Fucking America does a primitive strike, moves up north in Canada to secure our oil and resources.
Harper dies. He has
Oh my god.
cardiac arrest.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Harper, man, did you get this?
So yeah, there is a federal election coming up in a few days. 9 days actually.
It's no, you can vote today.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, man. I saw a thing you can vote advance voting from October 9th to the 12th. And today is like the
10th.
10th. So, yeah, you can vote right now.
Oh, okay.
So please. Actual election day is the 19th. And then I don't know, man. I guess like you're supposed to vote on these days. Did you get one of these?
Yeah, they're at home.
For those of you who may not know, Canada is in a bit of a pickle right now.
It's not really in a pickle. It's more of a recession. We've been promised a lot, and our leader hasn't.
Our leader
Hasn't
our
delivered.
fucking golden
So,
goose.
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I don't want to make this into a political thing, but
Well, I've had political podcasts that
Yeah.
have actually gone over
I don't know.
very well. So
I mean, I don't think that he's done super well, and he's been in power for a good while. Well, the conservatives have. The other thing is though, it's like the fucked up thing is like it's not like you pick a leader, right? It's you pick multiple leaders within certain areas, and then the more get voted in, then that's who runs federally. And it's kind of fucked up in that sense.
Everything about it's fucked up. The whole
Because it's
system's
like
pretty fucked
the
up.
mayor that we have now is a conservative, but he's doing all right. You
Yeah.
know, like he's doing all right. Like he's an all right person. You know, he's not fucking that corrupt. But it's like, you know, if you don't want conservatives, then you can't vote for him again this year. You'd have to vote somebody else, like NDP or Liberal.
Yep.
Well, fucking, they're not that good. They just don't seem like they know what's up.
Well, they're
There's
not better than conservative though.
well, the ultimate goal, sure, but them as the smaller peon, no, not so much, in my opinion. I mean, have you? I don't know if you've watched much YouTube, right? But I've seen the dude
The
who's running
ads?
for our area.
Yeah. What's his name?
It's not important, but it's like I've never seen a more monotone speaking ad where it's all like, it just he just doesn't seem like he know what he's
liberal
getting
guy?
into.
The liberal guy?
Yeah, he doesn't know like I feel like he's just like a nobody really.
Well, he doesn't have a big shitty name that like Harper has. Like you say that, and everyone's kind of like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah.
You know?
So I don't know,
man.
but it's
I
like
think anything is gonna be better.
like
than
for
Harper at
example,
this
if you
point.
wanted federal like Trudeau, he's liberal, so now you got to vote for the liberal dude in our area.
Yeah.
So then the current
Doesn't necessarily sound like a good vote either, though.
well, there's never a good vote. It's between a douchebag and a turd sandwich. You know?
Voting sucks, but as long as it's not conservative, man,
Yeah.
that's gotta change. I think like if you have something on a trial for so long, like a certain wave.
Well, I like
things,
the
it's
liberal
just
ad
fucked
because
up.
it's all like Einstein defined insanity is doing the same thing over and over and
Yeah.
expecting different results. And it's like every year Harper does the same speech, has the same exit, the same footage. He's doing the exact same thing over and over, and
It's
nothing's
his
changed.
style.
So it's just funny. I was like, oh man, like the hate campaigns against politicians and political parties is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, they really want you to be like an us versus them mentality or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's like nobody's like they bash the whole time and then they follow up with, "This is not who I am.
yeah,
I'm
like
the opposite."
no real point on them.
Yeah, it was
They're
like
just like they suck, but I don't.
vote for me
Check it.
because I'm the opposite. Yeah, I don't know. The political party nonsense is ridiculous, but it's the one little piece of freedom that we actually have.
Voting.
Yep.
You mean? Yeah,
So I think
Yeah.
everybody should do it. If you don't, then you don't have a
Definitely.
right to bitch about who's in power.
I think that's fair. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think what combats that mentality is people also thinking like their vote isn't gonna necessarily matter. And I mean, realistically,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Every vote counts, man. That's the same fucking mentality for everything. Oh,
Yeah.
the world is covered in garbage. Well, what's the point of me fucking taking care of it? It's not going to change nothing. Well, if you and
Yeah.
fucking, 10 other people change, that's a
There are-
bigger fucking change.
That's a pretty good example, actually. I've seen people recently do that. Like
Right?
on
It's the
teams
same
and stuff.
fucking shit. Oh, I'm one person. What can I do?
Yeah.
Well, you and fucking 30,000 other people all doing the same thing. Well, now you got 30,001 motherfuckers changing shit.
Yeah. See, and the issue with this is like you're gonna have a group of people that are gonna feel that way. Like, what can my vote do or whatever, and then you're gonna have the adverse to that, a group of people that are, riled up, and they're like, we gotta vote, yo. We gotta change this shit.
Vote or die, motherfucker.
Vote or die.
But I mean,
motherfucker,
no,
you
I
know?
mean, it's, I don't know, just that mentality is fucking stupid. Oh, I'm one person, I can't change.
Yeah.
Well, fucking Superman was one person, he changed the fucking world.
See, not everyone reads comics or watches TV or is into cartoons and stuff, though, right?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It's like,
I feel that, but
yeah,
how do we reach
that's a
the
bunk
masses?
ass, that's a bunk ass fucking debate follow up. Superman, motherfucker, he's a fictional character.
So vote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
That's all full circle, though.
yeah,
I definitely think that if people are complaining and they're not trying to do something that is given to them as an option, like here, if you vote, this will change things.
Mhm.
You should
Well, for
probably take
example,
advantage of
again,
that.
where I used to work, everybody hated it and bitched about it. Nobody did anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody just fucking bends over and gets fucked up the ass, and then they just go on their merry way as they fucking waddle around. Like, you can leave.
Some people are just sort of like pessimistic, like born to complain about things, though. Like regardless of how good it gets,
Mhm.
like it's never gonna be good enough. You kind of get that on like a person to person basis, though. So
Yeah.
what you're saying makes sense, but at the same time, you're always gonna have like those kind of cogs in the machine, like those people that are gonna be willing to just kind of have a shit life, but that's
Just
what they're.
consistent cop outs.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, like there's a certain girl that we worked with that kept giving the same excuse for not leaving someone that was,
Oh yeah.
perpetuating an abusive relationship and all this, and um, it's you see people like they'll just give themselves excuses like, oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
and then
do
when you
this.
call them out, they're like, "It's not an excuse."
Yeah, and it's like, no, it's
It is.
exactly an
Yeah.
excuse, man. It's
I don't know. I think it's very contradicting that we're complaining about people who complain. You know what I mean? Like we're sitting here bitching about shit, and it's like
everybody complains though.
it's true.
You know,
Actually,
it's
I have
human,
days where it's
definitely.
like I'm just the most fucking pessimistic, negative
Yeah,
motherfucker ever.
man. I
And
have
you know what
those days
changes
as
that?
well.
Sleep.
Yeah, see, you sleep. I like this morning smoked a whole blunt to myself.
Yeah, no,
Woke up
fucking for
angry,
me,
smoked a blunt, changed
like
the game.
if I'm ever feeling like super depressed and shit, and it's like I don't know what the fuck
Sleeping's a good reset.
to do. The sleep really helps. I think it's just the neuron fucking relaxation.
It's science and Bill.
It must be. It's something crazy, but yeah, absolutely. That's good.
Sleep's sleep's a good cure.
Yeah.
I personally think cannabis is a better cure for like anything. Just being able to kind of implement it. Same way as sleep though, because like if you're feeling sick and you go to sleep, sometimes most of the time you'll wake up feeling better. Like
Yeah, like this morning I was hungover as all fuck.
yeah, sleep is
And
like
I actually thought I was gonna throw up. I thought this was it. I thought this was the day
oh,
that I was
shit.
gonna,
The
be
christening.
the the hangover of hell where you're actually puking and stuff.
You've actually never thrown up from drinking ever?
Nope,
Not even once.
not once.
Not even like a hiccup, and it was like kind of
Oh
pukey.
no, there was the one time we were walking through the parking lot
Shit.
and we were going to get some food. I did that one weird hiccup, but that's because I chugged back like really carbonated
Yeah.
shit.
It's like it's waiting, but it's like what you do next.
Yeah, it's
that
like the
affects,
Rockstar and vodka.
You know?
The Jack Daniels and Coke. You chug that back, and the carbonation
Oh
made me
yeah,
fucking
those pre-mixed ones.
burp. Yeah,
Should
and
have got a couple of those for today. That would have been,
yeah,
podcast would have never ended ever. Would never
yeah,
shut
that's
the fuck
true.
up.
You get seen in those bottles.
Chug some Baileys.
Yeah, that's all I got. No, I got a full bottle of Pimm's at home. So
You can. I got iced coffee downstairs.
no,
We can.
it's all good, bro. It's all good. I have to drive home still.
Uh,
So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go grab some orange slices, I think, and whatnot. So, gonna stream.
oranges and alcohol.
Yeah, man, the Pimm's and the
Combination
orange
that
with
fuels
ginger ale
no-show
is really good.
scarecrow.
Really good.
Your alcohol and orange powered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself going with what you're doing right now? Like
In which department?
you got the job going on, and most people like us, we're hustling, we're working jobs that we're not particularly fond of while we're working on a
Well,
bunch of other shit.
to be completely honest, I'm trying not to look too far to the future.
Just trying to take it more day by day.
Yeah, not even day by day, but just week by week,
Ah,
month by month. Like not year by year, like where it's like, oh fucking 5 years from now, like where am I gonna be? Am I still gonna be here? Because I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
And
that's a very true statement, man.
month to month things change, and it's like, I want to look forward to things in the future, but I don't want to look too far ahead because you miss things in the middle, or you take too much in, and then you can feel overwhelmed, and I start to get stressed, right? Like for example, streaming was like, being 23, you know, and a couple years from now, if I'm still where I am, like, what's the point in continuing on, right? For me, I start to feel overwhelmed and get depressed. So I just try not to think about that. And it's like, fuck it, I'll take it. I'll do my thing now, make the best of everything, change stuff up, try new shit, and see what happens, you know? So,
Yeah, well, I mean, you're at the age to experiment, as they would say.
well, sometimes I feel super old.
Yeah, man, I think everybody kind of gets that though when you base it off of like, sort of a goal, like a social goal or like a career goal, like, oh, I
Yeah.
want to be doing this by this age and whatever, and then you get to that point and you're like, fuck, I'm kind of old now, or you see the kids nowadays and what they're doing and what they're saying and what they're into, and you're like, fuck,
You
I'm
want
not
to?
into
Okay,
any of
okay.
that.
You know what? That actually made me think about this, and
Interesting.
I was absolutely fucking floored and just dumbfounded. Like, I I don't know. I don't know. I mean, okay, this is something that's just fucking bitch, but it's like me bitching, not it's a bitch. I was on YouTube and this ad came on for this hair commercial, right? Like L'Oreal or Trey or May or some fucking shit. I don't know.
Sure, man.
I don't know. Look, I don't
Some
know.
hair
Fucking,
shit.
yeah, some fucking shampoo.
Yeah,
And their
feel
their
that.
fucking slogan was, "Do you want your hair on fleek? Get this." And I was
Well, do you?
first off,
Yes.
what the fuck? Who came up with that slang? Okay, like
Not me.
something on point makes a little more sense, but on fleek is like it's like YOLO and swag. You know,
I
The-
use YOLO. I like YOLO.
I sure fine. It's a great acronym like LOLs or something.
Swag's
But
kinda
it's like I don't know, man. Just the fact that television was using that language is like, well, there's the fucking death of English, right there.
English is already such a fucking flawed
But when you
language.
have fucking commercials that are using slang, like this is now shit that is, you know, people are gonna pick up on. Makes it next thing you
Too late.
know, it's gonna
Late.
fucking be in the dictionary in a couple of years.
A lot of that shit already is in
And
in
the
the
fuck,
Webster's refined
but
dictionary.
it's a trend.
Well,
You're gonna have some other word
language
that's
is
defining
a
things that
trend.
are looking, good. All right, you fucking goddamn. Women used to be called handsome. You know what I mean?
That's a handsome lady.
Yeah, that's a fucking handsome ass lady.
You're a
You don't have
handsome
that
woman.
now. Now it's
You
like,
really
oh,
got it going
they
on,
they sexy
handsome
as fuck or
lady.
they hot as shit or something.
Fucking banging.
Yeah, banging. No,
Got it
man.
going on.
You go up to a lady and be like, excuse me, miss, you're rather handsome today. I mean, one, you're probably getting slapped in the face with a purse, but
Now you say that pussy on fleek.
yeah,
Right.
see shit like that is like, what the fuck happened?
I like it. Whatever.
I don't know. I was flabbergasted by the whole fucking commercial,
Yeah,
and I was like, this is something else now.
the fact that it's actually like infiltrating social media and
Social media is understandable,
everything
but
else,
social media and the
commercials,
the television
TV, movies,
side of things is just
everything.
What the fuck?
Everything language is going weird
Fuck yeah.
to a weird
It's
spot.
going weird as fuck. We're not even gonna have
English.
regular words anymore. We're just gonna have slang for everything.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah.
gonna be acronymed and lazy speaking.
That's all right though. I mean, the less we say, the more air you save.
The more air you save. Maybe less carbon dioxide
That
in the
shit's on
atmosphere.
fleek. I'm lit. YOLO. Swag, swag, swag. YOLO. Lit. You're like,
Fuck.
what? I like it though.
Greetings, Mark Lark. We come from the planet Mark Lark. Fucking Mark Lark, Mark Clark. These Mark Larks are Mark Larks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna end up being shit like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's
in an
just
alternate
that was a South Park
universe,
reference.
This is probably already a thing, and it flew over my head. My South Park game is weak. The game was actually really funny though. The Stick of Truth. There was a lot of moments that I was actually like pretty cracked up. So that was
Yeah.
good. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of dragged on though. Some of it. I did.
Near the end, yeah. I mean, there's a part of me that like I didn't want the game to end. Like I was having fun
Yeah.
with the game, but the humor definitely
Yeah.
dragged on this smidgen bit.
I think they could have done like the new one. That's the fractured butthole.
Oh,
It's
that's
gonna
what it
be-
is. The
yeah.
fractured butthole.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting. I think that's gonna be a different. Well, obviously it's gonna be a different game, but we'll see. We'll see what they do.
I hope it's still like the similar play style because it does make you feel like you're part of South Park.
Yeah, but they even called out like the engine in the playstyle in the commercial. Carmen's like that game was barely an RPG, and like
Yeah.
he's talking shit about the first one. Like they're breaking the fourth wall, right? They're talking shit about the game as they're
Yeah.
being in it.
Oh,
But,
speaking of breaking the fourth wall, a little bit different, but I've been really nerding on Netflix the last few days too.
same. I just binged Walking Dead last night.
Oh,
Watched,
did you?
like,
Yeah.
6
Well, I found
episodes.
season 5 is on now, which I
Yeah.
thought was cool.
Been watching that.
I only
It's
watched
violent.
I only watched the 3rd episode of season 5.
You should check it out. It's a good season. I like it.
It's a
It's
good
very
season?
violent. A lot of
Cool.
people die. A lot of
Yeah, I heard
Hacking
things kind of
ways.
get crazy.
Yeah.
But no, there was 2 series that I watched. One was Gotham.
with
Um,
Batman.
So this one is
Batman.
it's Batman. Yeah. But it's the early days when Jim Gordon is just a regular everyday detective. So it's right at the start of like Gotham and the rise of even the Penguin. He's nobody at this point, and he's in there and stuff.
He's a janitor.
Might as well be. He starts off as a dishwasher. Anyway,
Fuck.
and
Same thing.
yeah,
Yes,
so
yeah.
like all these things, and you see all the beginnings of all the supervillains and stuff. So it was really cool because I had like a nerdgasm while watching. I was like, oh sweet, because I never got into the comics.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on like early Gotham.
Yeah,
But
so I would say
it's
watch
cool
it.
that they're
It's
doing
pretty good.
shows on
And the
Is
other
it a
one that I
Netflix
watched.
original?
Sorry.
Is it a Netflix original?
No,
No.
no. But
Is it like an older show,
this
or-
one is this other series, which is called Scream.
Scream.
So you
Like the
obviously
movie,
you've seen the movie Scream,
but the
right?
show version.
But it's a television series, and it's cool because it's set in
What?
2015.
Okay.
But they have the same fourth wall breaking elements that the movie did, where they're talking about a slasher
As
movie
it's happening,
in the slasher series.
are they talking about the '90s version of Scream?
No,
in the
no,
show?
no.
That'd be kind
They're just talking about slasher flicks in general, and
Yeah.
they reference things like Jason and Freddy and like
That's cool.
Michael Myers and all this, and like there's the one character that knows everything about slasher flicks. So when they're in moments when they have to separate, he's all like, "I will not be right back."
Yeah.
He's dropping all like the points that you would that make slasher movies like the virgin won't die and stuff and
Cool.
all that shit. And I was like, "Oh, this is really good," but that's a
Good take
Netflix
on it.
original.
Yeah. Is
So,
it how many seasons? Just one. Right?
Apparently they're making a second one,
Cool.
but I'm not 100%.
That's probably gonna happen. Netflix usually has really good luck with their
Everything that's
everything
yeah.
they make is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like the Netflix originals, the comedy stand-up originals they do, like
Mhm.
they kind of rock media, man.
Yeah.
Just overall,
So,
Netflix is the bomb.
if you got some time, I would definitely recommend watching that.
I'll definitely have to check it out. I'm probably gonna finish The Walking Dead season 5, see what
Yeah.
happens. I watched like every season and then haven't watched it for like a year, so I kind of want to.
Yeah, I started rewatching it, but again, I got bored of I was on season 2 and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this is so boring.
Yeah, like the first few seasons. You think
Season 1
back,
was
like,
good.
Didn't it come out in like 2009?
Something like
It's
that.
pretty old, man.
Well, if they're on
So-
season 5, that would have been 5 years, so at least 2009, 2010.
Well, yeah, man. I remember watching the first seasons when they came out, and it was just like
Yeah.
it was a game-changing show. And
Yeah,
now
like I like
watching it,
season
it's-
1 because it was so dark and gritty and gross, and
Yeah,
then
the
everything
first
kind
season
of got
was
cleaned
really
up.
cool.
But
The 5th season, I feel like kind of like rejuvenates the
yeah,
show.
well, I think they've had like new directors every season.
I don't know about that. I think it's been the same dudes that have always worked on it, but
Or maybe it was different producers or something. I don't know. I feel
oh,
like
different writers. Wasn't
Oh,
that
okay.
it? They switched their writers at like the second or third season, and then that's why that one season was just really fucking shitty, and everyone like said like what's going on with
gotcha.
the story. Like it was all zombies and action and violence, and then
Yeah.
it kind of got drama and
Well, it's supposed to be
relationships and shit.
survival. But,
Yeah. I think people didn't want to see like so much of that though.
so much
It's-
survival
Well, no, so much.
drama.
I think like the one season, I think it was season 3. There was too much of that and not enough zombie and
Yeah.
violence, and it was too much one-sided instead of being more balanced. Whereas like season 5, which is what I've been nerding out on, so I feel like I know a little bit about it. It's definitely more balanced like that, but it's more gory. It's almost like a horror movie, but like a TV version. And it started in 2010 apparently.
Yeah. Shit.
Walking Dead, man.
Yeah, I
Shit
don't know.
blew
I
up,
mean,
zombies,
kind of
fall,
over it. But
pumpkin spice, white girls,
big nice
pumpkin spice,
secret ingredient. Chemical X.
fall, pie, pumpkin
Wait.
pie.
Oh man, I had a pumpkin spice frappuccino the other day.
From where?
So fucking good.
Make me want some coffee, man.
Oh,
Where'd you get
man.
that shit?
Fuck.
I want Starbucks. Pardon me. Actually, I have Starbucks, and I had some today. But
Oh, man, I can't go to Starbucks.
from like an actual Starbucks, you go and get one of those. They sit there and like craft your drink in front of you.
You know what I wish they had?
And you
You know what I wish
kinda
they had?
regret buying it.
Soy whipped cream.
Soy cream. They probably have that.
No,
in
they don't. They don't
America.
have whipped cream.
Maybe in America.
Maybe in America, maybe.
They have a lot more processed, even like vegetarian and vegan options and stuff. America's usually on fleek for that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna stab you in the face.
Yeah. Being a vegetarian though, that would be pretty shitty going back to that. I don't know. You were a vegetarian for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was a vegetarian for like 9 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the worst time.
No, man, you lose a lot of weight.
Huh?
You lose a lot of weight vegetarian.
Yeah, and then when you start eating meat again, you get pretty fat pretty quick,
Yep.
and you're just like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, like
This
you
is-
feel good,
Yeah, you feel good about it.
but
Yeah.
you're like, well, it depends. I don't know. There's one time I had chicken wings. I think it was the Corona that got me though. Like I had Corona. Never again will I drink Corona. It just made me
Really?
feel like fucking shit. Yeah.
It's
like-
it's all right beer. It's not.
I don't know.
Amazing,
Maybe
but it's not
maybe it's because
bad.
it's too warm, or I don't know, man.
Warm
some
beer
of it
will
was just-
fuck your day up.
Yeah, it was just gross. I was like, this fucking sucks. Never again.
That happens.
Yup. So I was like, nah, fuck that. But is that?
I'm fucking addicted to this.
What is
thing.
this?
It's pocket Listerine.
Oh fuck, eh?
Yeah.
I've seen that before. I remember that.
I got it from work. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know if they even make these anymore. So
Oh.
kind of debating on. I think you can just pop it off and put more in.
Maybe.
It's really convenient, and I'm drunk on Listerine right now. So
Actually, fuck. You probably could. You probably could just pop it open and add more in.
yeah, or like put vodka in it or something.
Oh,
Be
you'd
like,
have to clean that
God.
shit fucking right out.
Yeah, just you're spraying it like. What's going on?
Gross.
Nothing.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, I like it.
They got that with candy spray though too.
With candy, yeah.
It's like
Used to get those as a
basically
kid.
sugar and coloring or
Yeah.
sugar and flavoring.
Candy's gnarly. All the processed shit. I don't think it's as intense as it was in like the '90s. I think they kind of dumbed down candy now.
Candies, maybe. I don't know. It got smaller, I think.
Yeah,
That or I got
definitely.
bigger. I don't know. I went and got some Reese's peanut butter cups the other day, and I took them out, and I was like, these are the fucking size of a toonie.
Serving sizes definitely have changed with stuff, man. I would say
Must have.
everywhere has gotten smaller, and I feel like that sucks. Actually, I want like a giant thing. Like I watched. Anytime I see Red Band on film, usually in the JRE podcast, he's always got this giant fucking cup from Starbucks. It's
Oh,
the
the-
Trenta.
Yeah, the Trenta, yeah.
I don't know if we have that in Canada.
No, we don't.
But like, dude, it's like 1.5 liters of coffee. It's like this much fucking.
Yeah, it's a
coffee.
1.5 liters. It can you can fit an entire bottle of wine in them.
Oh fuck, it's crazy, man. He's always drinking those, and I'm like, I want that shit. I know it's totally fucked, and you should not drink that in one day, and I totally would, and I would just be like, I mean, even today I drank so much fucking coffee, but like, dude, you just see that, and you're like, I need that. I need that in my life. So, I definitely feel that way for the Trenta coffee. I think Canada.
Canada.
I think Canada is being inflicted with injustice.
Oh my god.
We need a fucking
The
Trenta cup.
coffee injustice.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one, but yeah.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have caffeine addiction, man.
Dude, you want to talk about
Between
caffeine addiction?
and
I've been hitting
nicotine,
I've been hitting an actual coffee shop for the past 2 weeks.
good coffee compared to.
Fuck, man, so much better.
Yeah, mom and pop shops are always good, dude.
Well, one is not watered down bullshit like Tim Hortons.
Tim
Fuck
Hortons
you,
is
Tim Hortons.
horrible.
I
Fuck
hope
Tim
somebody from
Hortons.
Tim Hortons hears this shit. Fuck
As
you
we're
guys, your shit
drinking your
sucks.
shitty coffee that we had to add alcohol to because it sucked.
Yeah,
Fuck
basically,
you,
yeah.
Timmy's. Fuck
Um,
you, Tim Horton.
But
Bitch.
it used to be better. But yeah, no.
he's
Well,
good.
I mean, okay. So for a large, which is about the size of, I would say it's probably a venti, give or take. It's $2.50.
From Tim's?
No, from this coffee shop.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, and you know
Just
what?
regular coffee.
Hmm?
Regular coffee?
Yep.
Is it like a French press or is it how do they do it?
It's regular brewed, and then it's in a fucking
Oh, a carafe thing.
yeah.
and Fucking press the button and
Press the button and shit pops out. Yeah.
cool.
But you know the girls there are super cute.
That's a plus.
And yeah, no, they. I was like, I'm gonna be here every day, and they're like, okay, cool,
Fuck yeah.
which I have been.
Yeah.
And everyone, they're starting to recognize me now, which is cool.
Oh man, I get that at the coffee place that should remain nameless that we just mentioned. I get
Yeah.
that every day at the ones I go to. They're like, iced coffee. I'm like, you know it. They're like, word. These are grandmas saying this to me too. So
No, I like it much better.
yeah, man, it's way cooler to go to like a personally owned little shop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cambridge is really lacking that, and so are most of the areas in
Yeah.
this whole area. So
Yeah. Well, and
something to miss about a lot of cities.
got that routine happen now. Smoothies in the morning make the first few hours a little bit more manageable. Not as tired.
Take a giant smoothie shit.
No, actually,
day.
I'm kind of disappointed in that.
17 giant smoothie shits every day.
Yeah, but I'm not eating. I don't think I'm eating as much as I used to, or I'm eating more. I don't know. See, because like I'll have a snack at 9 o'clock.
Little snacky snack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
granola bar and a little thing of fishies, juice box, and then I'll have a sandwich at lunch.
You're a man child.
I know.
You're like,
So?
yeah, I'm like almost 30, almost 40. You'll be 40, and you'll be like,
Yeah, I'm still gonna be eating goldfish,
juicy
granola bars,
box.
and juice boxes.
Little tum stomach ache.
Yeah,
Here's my juice
whatever. I don't care. I don't know if eating less is good?
I don't care either.
More often? I don't know. Do you think eating less more often is better?
Eating less more often?
Yeah.
So eating less food all the time?
Yeah.
No. That's a fucking horrible idea. You should eat food all the time. You should eat food all day.
That's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't binge eat. Like a
No,
lot of
no, no,
people
no, no.
tend
I'm
to
not
do.
binge eating. I mean, like, I'll wake up, I'll have breakfast, and then 2 hours, I'll have a snack, and then
Yeah.
2 hours, I have lunch.
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
Okay, that's-
like
that's-
grazing, basically, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like I'm fucking binge eating. It's like I'll have
No,
I'll have a bowl of cereal, and then I'll have a
Yeah.
snacky snack. And
You're
I'll
not
have
eating like a whole
sandwich.
pizza every fucking 2 hours.
God, no. Oh
I
my
am,
god.
though.
Fuck. Dude,
Sometimes.
you'll have
Let's
fucking
go.
a full pizza every 2 hours?
No, but I'll have like a pizza, and then the next day I'll have another pizza, and then like I'll have McDonald's, and then like a pizza.
Oh yeah,
So,
I'm
you
trying
know
not
what I
to do
mean?
that
Like,
anymore. One, I can't really afford that right at the moment, and two, it's like, just no, it made me feel like shit.
Yeah, sometimes you get in those vibes though, where you almost don't care, you feel like shit, and especially if you're a single dude, you can just kind of do whatever you
Fair
want
enough.
all the time. So I do that. I take advantage of that.
Uh huh.
Walk around naked, eating pizza, and then after the pizza, I take a giant shit and eat more pizza. Yeah, it just kind of goes in that progression. So,
Yeah.
hey, it's almost 4:20.
Oh fuck.
Do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 do. Yes, that's pretty cool.
Definitely. But I don't know. Kind of feeling like wrapping this one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the time being. Yeah.
Oh shit. Dun, dun, dun. Do you still wanna?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll chill and
Worthy.
stuff. But yeah, I'm starting to get sleepy and running out of
Oh shit.
brain function.
That's all right.
So, but yeah, no, I think this one went pretty well, minus that slight hiccup in the middle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
There's always some
hopefully-
kind of technological voodoo, man.
Yeah, that's
some-
yeah. I don't know. I have the worst luck from anybody when it comes to technology, except for my own. Everything else just seems to be a difficult matter. But hopefully, this makes its way to some social networks and stuff, and that if it does end up on my YouTube channel, hopefully you guys enjoy.
What's the YouTube? What's that YouTube at? What's that
Well, I
Twitch
mean,
at?
if you're watching it on my YouTube, you obviously found it.
Ooh,
So
good hunting skills.
yeah, but if you are hearing this and you're interested in my Twitch channel, there'll be a link down below. But it is also twitch.tv/ or / one of the two. No Show Scarecrow and whatnot. And yeah, so if you did enjoy this, leave a like or a comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And where are you posting this? SoundCloud?
You heard it first, straight from the horse's mouth. My buddy No Show, buddy.
Is it SoundCloud?
Yeah, you can find it on the Heavy Room. You can find it at the Heavy Room podcast.
All right.
On SoundCloud.
So
it may also reach its way to YouTube as well.
yeah.
We shall see.
So
The
if you
Heavy
enjoy
Room.
this, but you're just looking to listen to more of just Connor's podcast, then they'll be on that SoundCloud.
Yeah, I'll be on a cloud. A lot of sound. The Heavy Room podcast.
Heavy Room Podcast.
SoundCloud.com.
SoundCloud.com.
.ca. I don't know. You can just search it on SoundCloud.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll have it all set up. I'll make a Facebook page. We'll get
Yeah.
out there. No Show Scarecrow. Thank you again for hitting up the Heavy Room.
Yeah,
Greatly
man.
appreciated.
Yeah, we'll
All right, man.
all right, cool. Have a good day, guys.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.